Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. My name's Alyssa, and today I want to go over the best and worst luxury purchases that I've had. Definitely want to share with you guys the experiences that I've gone through with them, and hoping that you guys don't make similar mistakes as me. So let's get started. The first bag is going to come as a no-brainer. It is my Chanel medium classic flat bag, and I've done multiple reviews on this. I'll leave it in the info cards above so you guys can take a look, but this is still one of my favorite and best purchases that I've made. I bought this about 9 months ago from Fashion File, and it is a caviar leather and gorgeous gold hardware. I love how this jazzes up any outfit, any look. It instantly gives it so much elegance and class, and it's definitely more of a standout piece. And I love the flair that it adds to any outfit that you're wearing, whether it be athleisure, jeans and a t-shirt. I just think it looks so great, and it's very durable. I've had no issues with the wear, scratching, anything like that. And I'm pretty rough with my bags, so 10 out of 10, 100% would recommend. And I saved up a long time to get this bag, and I'm so excited I have my hands on it. The next bag I want to mention, feel like hasn't been mentioned as much anymore, but it is the YSL Sac du Jour, and this was one of my first designer purchases that I ever bought off of Tradesy. I got it for such a good deal. I got it for like $800. It is in such pristine condition, and I remember thinking, this is it. This is such a good deal. This is tried and true, just one of my favorite bags that I've ever owned. It is such a classic style and really just has a very everyday, like girl on the go look. It's very structured and simple. And for me, that's always been kind of where I gravitate towards, and what ends up being purchases that I love versus purchases that I don't love. And this bag is it. I've actually never featured this bag on my channel. I bought it before I had this YouTube channel, and I'd love to do a review on it in the future if you guys would like to see that. So be sure to subscribe down below so that you can see that and you don't miss out. This next bag is one of my worst designer purchases, and it is one that I clearly don't own anymore. I was able to sell it via Fashion File, so shout out to Fashion File. And it is the Gucci Dionysus bag with, it was like the brown and pink color, and I'll insert a picture of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This was like the trendy it bag to have like 3 or 4 years ago. I actually did a video, a haul video including it, and I'll leave that in the info cards as well if you guys want to see that in person. But it was the most flashy, gaudy looking bag, and I remember thinking like, this doesn't really go with my style, but I'm seeing everyone wearing it, I want to be a part of it. And so I got one off a Fashion File that was a really good price. And I got the pink. I thought it was fun, and to be honest, a few things that I didn't like about the bag. One, the chain on the bag was this super thick silver chain. I don't love silver hardware, so off the bat I should have known to steer clear of this bag, and the chain was so heavy. That alone made the bag uncomfortable to wear because there was no lining over it. It was just thick silver chain. And the other thing was just the pattern itself. I mean, the bag was clearly a very trendy bag, and it's not something people are wearing as much anymore. Definitely just did it for the gram. So be sure to follow me on the gram, but it was just not a smart purchase for me to do, and thankfully they bought it back from me. But I'm gonna steer clear of any more trendy style purchases because clearly they end up getting old, and they're just not something that's gonna be with me for a lifetime. The next purchase I want to talk about that was also a miss is the Andy sneaker from YSL, and I actually still have them. I just put them up for sale on Poshmark because I can't wear these. And I mean, they're a gorgeous shoe. It's a leather shoe with a leopard pony hair back, and it has the gorgeous YSL printed here. I mean, it's a stunning shoe, but it is so uncomfortable. I could not wear these at all. It was impossible, and I would get terrible blisters on the back of my foot. The leather was so stiff, I felt like I was having trouble breaking out the leather, and my foot just kept getting destroyed trying to wear these shoes. So as heartbreaking as it is that I have to sell them, I have to sell them. I bought those in Italy this last summer as kind of like a token of my Italy trip, and I was so excited to have them, but my $20 H&M sneakers are so much more comfortable, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. So sad to get rid of these, but I would highly recommend thinking about getting a lower end brand full leather sneaker if you're thinking about it. I've never worn leather sneakers before, and I think that was the surprise. I also don't think Italian sizing is right with my foot. I just think it's just too narrow, and that's why I got such bad blisters. The last item that I'm also gonna sell on my Poshmark is from Stuart Weitzman, and I know that's not completely designer, but in my mind, it's designer. It is the nudistsong shoe, and I bought these on a whim when I was a younger adult and thought I had all the money in the world and was like, I got my bonus today. I'm gonna go buy $400 shoes for no reason. And I remember buying these and like, I loved them. They're a gorgeous shoe. They are extremely uncomfortable, and it's a very soft leather. So you're risking a lot by wearing these out. And a lot of the places where I would wear these out, like a lounge, a club, etc., things that someone my age would be going to, they're gonna get destroyed. So it was not a smart purchase of me to buy them. And now I've worn them maybe twice. And I thought about keeping them, but to be honest, it's a very aggressive heel height and literally no cushion. So on top of them being expensive and very easily scratched, well, they're also really uncomfortable. So overall, I would not recommend these. I think they're a beautiful shoe, and hey, if they're comfortable on you, keep them. But for me and my lifestyle, they just would not work out, and I'm much better off buying a really nice Mark Fisher, Steve Madden, or something like that. The last two is a little bit of a tie, and it is the Chloe Mini Faye. I'll insert a picture here, or my YSL camera bag, which you guys know I did a video on. I'll also insert them in the info cards if you guys want to check it out. And both of these bags were a bad purchase for different reasons, but they were similar. So that's why I'm putting them as a tie. But both of them, it had to do with the material the bag was made out of. So for the Chloe Mini Faye, the one I had bought was a black suede, and it was just scratched, it was scuffed, it left dye on multiple items of clothes that I owned, and it was also really small. It was obviously made before the iPhone Plus came out, so I ended up having to sell it because it just couldn't fit anything in it at any point in time. But I was really bummed because I loved the design of Chloe and I liked the look of it, but the suede material is just not for someone like me who's a little bit reckless, who cannot have something so soft and gentle to be in their everyday bag. Similar with the YSL camera bag, it was a calfskin smooth leather, and when I tell you guys, it broke my heart how much I scuffed that bag up and just destroyed it. I remember when I sold it back to Fashion File, I only got about 30% of what I paid for it at the boutique. So I got an absolutely terrible ROI on that bag. And I think I really learned my lesson that I cannot be trusted with any sort of smooth leather, and just I don't have the patience and the time that it takes to really take care of a leather like that. And so you'll notice both of the bags that I put as my best bags are both caviar leather. So very minimal scratching. It definitely is more expensive, but for me, based on my everyday life, it is not possible for me to do both. It happens sometimes. Sometimes we make good purchases, sometimes we make bad. So cheers to making good purchases moving forward. Let me know what your best or worst purchase was, and if you agree with my best and worst purchases. Hey, we're not equal, so I definitely could see some people disagreeing with some of the ones that I put as a worst, and potentially maybe some of the ones I put as the best. I'm gonna leave a playlist of all the rest of my haul videos so you guys can binge watch and take a look at those. And be sure to subscribe down below to see more from me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.